Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Life in Curly Cues podcast with me, Eileen. Today, we are going to be listening to part 2 of my After Dark conversation with Zach and Dean from Collecting Weekly. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. We cover a lot more, what? We cover more fun topics, and we also dive into the mug of questions. So yeah, listen along, and here's part 2. What are we talking about today? I don't know, but it's Life in Curly Cues with Eileen.
So TikTok, there's a rumor TikTok's going to get shut down. I know we are all fans of TikTok.
Yeah. That rumor, though, has already been going around for 2 weeks? And
Yeah,
it seems still up? Yeah, it's still happening. I don't know. TikTok is like my happy place, though, right now. You know, it got me
viral. You're a viral star.
I know. I had a viral TikTok. None of my TikToks after that have gone viral, but I have my one title to fame.
You have a viral TikTok.
I do have a viral TikTok.
Show it. I want to see it.
I do. Do you pull it up, Zach?
Does TikTok work like that? Like you can search a user on the internet?
Yeah, TikTok. I found like it on the browser the other day.
What's your TikTok name?
Oh, what is my TikTok? Oh, at Curlyheadedcutieeileen.
Okay, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Curlyheaded Cutie.
Do you remember that time Manny cut the line at the Rick and Morty thing?
Oh yes, dude, that's wild.
But yeah, I had one viral TikTok, and I felt very proud of it because it was one that I actually sat down and planned out.
Nice.
And it's the only TikTok I've planned out. I'm planning like 2 TikToks, so maybe hopefully those happen.
Do you follow me on Instagram?
Do I follow you? I don't follow you guys separately on Instagram.
Oh my god!
What the hell? What kind of friendship is this?
You guys don't follow me either, okay?
I follow you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think
I follow. Wait, I have you guys both on Facebook. I don't think.
You stab me in the back like this.
No, wait. I think I have Zach on Instagram. I don't think
I
on Instagram.
Wow.
But Zach, do you post? Because I feel like I don't see you. Unless
on Instagram, I post.
Maybe it's the Instagram algorithm.
Look, if you don't follow me, you don't have to make some excuse about your algorithm and.
You're right. I wasn't following you.
Okay. How dare you guys?
Not to toot my own horn, but I post really funny skits.
You just started following me. Follow back.
Okay, I did not find. Let me see. Curly. What's about again?
Curly-headed cutie Eileen.
Okay, let's try it again.
Were you named after the song or?
I was not. I didn't even know the song existed until 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was it was like the first week of school, and Coach Sotak, man, he was one of the favorite coaches in that school. And I walked in one day and he had nicknames for all of us. And he just started singing the song, Come On, Eileen. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, is that a thing? And then he was like, no, it's a legit song. And every day we would play the song. The song is Come On, Eileen. Yeah. I think it's like Midnight Runners or something like that. I don't know who it's by.
Is it traumatizing to you at all, or
it's not? No. So it's become a thing where I have to hear it, or someone has to mention it at least once a day. And it's not that I have to; it just happens by chance. Yeah. I know it's going to be a good day if someone talks about it or if I hear it itself.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh man, what's his name? I totally just forgot his name. Shit. Now I feel bad.
Manny says he cut in front of 250 people.
Whoa.
Yeah, he went to like that Rick and Morty like mobile, and they were like handing out merch, and it was like one of those things like if you weren't the first person there, like you probably weren't gonna get anything.
Man, that's smooth.
He walked up and he went to ask somebody like, "Hey, where does the line start so I can get in the line?" And the guy was like, "Are you next? All right, come this way." And he just like rushed Manny to the front of the line, and Manny got like all the merch.
Okay, so how recent is your viral TikTok?
Oh, it's not recent anymore. I think I did it back in what month are we in? Jeez.
Okay, I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
I'll have your page pulled up. I'm trying to find it.
I have a buddy named Jeremiah.
It is from. It's the screenshot or the screen. Like it's from June.
Of this year?
Yeah. Well.
Oh shit! There you go. I see it.
Okay. I was like, I only got on TikTok during quarantine.
I have a buddy named Jeremiah, and I sang him the song "Jeremiah was a bullfrog," and he's traumatized by that song. He's like, I don't like that. I was like, okay.
Manny said y'all gonna get hit with a copyright, dude. Last time we played Manny's video, we got hit with a copyright.
Damn.
On the Michael Myers teaser that he made. Dude, we got hit with like 7 from
Oh
that one
yeah,
video.
it was like, what?
I hate it because I'll post my TikToks on my Insta story for like my actual like podcast account, and I'll post them on Insta stories, and they have the like TikTok thing, and I share them straight from TikTok, and then Instagram's like, sorry, yeah, no, your thing's been like copyrighted, it's been muted, and I'm like, but it came straight from TikTok, like how?
It's a damn shame.
It's a 15-second song. I thought that was free range.
TikTok is great. I love it. There's like hilariousness. There's like really detailed stuff. There's some cutie girls. It is like the best. Like when you watch the compilations, a little bit of everything. I will say though, there's some cringy trends. There's some cringy trends. The cringiest trend, in my opinion,
I was just about to ask you.
It's fucked up to say. All right, this is fucked up to say, but the God I Want to Feel Again videos where there's like when they like had someone that died or like a dog that died, like, but then they like try to smile and then they're like crying and then like I don't know. I feel for these people that they have lost someone they love. I truly do. But to do it for like 7 likes on TikTok and just embarrass yourself is just, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's also the trend with that song of it's like people posing into the photo with the person who's not in the photo anymore. But then it cuts to the person actually in the photo and they're like, this person ain't dead yet. But if they do so-and-so one more time, they're going to catch these hands or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, what's happening here?
I wouldn't call it a trend.
There's some dope trends though.
One thing I cannot fucking stand. Sorry, I'm swearing.
It's okay.
This is our show, dude.
Those who do like the lip syncing things, and for like some reason they all do this. I don't know what it is. They like lip sync out the side of their mouth.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like what?
Now you have to try it, Dean. You have to recreate it for us.
Oh, I'm not doing that. Hold on. I know. Maybe I'd like one of. Damn it! I don't have TikTok on here anymore.
God damn it!
Sorry.
I will say TikTok has some great songs. That Mia Khalifa song is hilarious. I've listened to it all day.
I haven't heard that one.
You don't know the song?
I mean, I'll play. I don't know the songs by their names.
Here, I'll play the part that everyone uses for their TikToks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's a Mia Khalifa song.
It's a Mia Khalifa diss song because Mia Khalifa tweeted about the girl that's in this rap group that she was smoking in a hijab, and then the girl was like, "Wait, you film porn scenes in a hijab, so don't be coming at me for that."
Yeah.
And so they made a diss track.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, there's some good TikTok songs, and I do like it. The compilations. I will say though, I don't know what it is about TikTok. Like this past 2 weeks, all the compilations that are coming out are absolute ass. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I think like all the creative people left when the rumor was they were going to shut down.
You know,
but,
I think that too. My For You page
So what is For You? Because okay, so I'm super new to TikTok. I've never made a TikTok. So everyone hashtags For You.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why everyone does that.
Here's the bad thing about that I learned after when I first started on TikTok, I was tagging For You page. So FYP means For You page, which is that home opener when you open up, and that's just all the things that you see as you start scrolling.
Right.
So when people start commenting that means that they found you or they saw your TikTok on their For You page. And so I guess it's like a universal way of letting you know, hey, you made it to someone's For You page, because TikTok will.
But the creators tag it themselves. So what's the point of that?
I don't know.
It's like Instagram. It's like if you.
But everyone does it though. There's not one hashtag that everyone uses on Instagram.
Right.
And there's
because they want to be on the For You page.
There's a problem with it because tagging it won't get you on the For You page. Like
there's an algorithm.
Yeah, it's an algorithm. There's an algorithm to it based off of like how long people watch certain videos by certain creators or by certain audios.
Right.
And then there's also like the text caption or the text in the video itself also like adds to the algorithm, but tagging it does nothing. And I think I read it somewhere when I was searching what FYP means. And it was like when people tag it, then it gets like that hashtag itself becomes like a possible scam hashtag. So that's like a hashtag a lot of bots use and stuff like that in that way.
That's so weird. When I first got into TikTok, it was so confusing because I was just like watching one friend that had TikToks. Like she would post hers on her Instagram. And I was thinking like, man, like because I don't know this person in real life. I know them from like, just like, we're just like from a distance. And I'm like, this girl's voice changes a lot, like a lot. Yeah, because I didn't know that you could just like rip someone's audio for your TikTok.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, no, she has to just be like playing in the background or something. And then I realized like that's a thing. Like everyone just uses each other's.
Yeah, because it used to be Musically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was just a lip syncing.
It was just lip sync. It was like a dub smash type of thing. Whenever dub smash was a thing back then. But yeah, TikTok it's interesting. It's funny.
Man, he sent me a TikTok of Beetlejuice trying to
yeah, he just sent it to me too.
Trying to flip?
Beetlejuice is the goat. Do you know who Beetlejuice is?
Like OG Beetlejuice or some other different type of Beetlejuice?
Yeah, he's an OG probably.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you. He's from Howard Stern. His name is Beat.
He
is literally like the greatest. Like,
I'm not cultured in a lot of things, people. So
I wouldn't say he's OG Beetlejuice, but I know him as Beetlejuice. Like I don't know if he has an actual name.
That's funny when you know people by
he is
like random.
amazing.
Wait, no, I don't know anything about this person.
Dude,
what?
He is the best, dude. I'm gonna buy. He has on his website trading cards with him playing like football. Dude, I'm gonna buy one, dude. It's like $20. I need it.
Whoa!
Oh my lord!
No,
he's just like, no. It's like what? Oh my god!
I love it.
Wow.
Face hurts from silence.
Man, what is so on the TikTok conversation? What is kind of like recently? What is a TikTok you've seen that you like really stuck with you as far as like hilarious? Wow, I can't talk. Hilarious, or just it really just stuck out, and you think about it every so often.
Dude, there's some e-thoughts. I have one. Let me see if I can email it to myself real quick. Or actually, I'm sorry, I don't know how to use TikTok. I try to pull it up on the web browser, but you can't search for the name.
Yeah, that was the hard part.
Okay, so let me send it to myself real quick, and I'll put it up, dude. I literally laughed for like half an hour. Like I could not stop laughing. I mean, there's some cute e-thought ones, but I don't think we want to see that today.
Oh my god, this one is my absolute favorite. It's like I'm gonna email it to you.
Yeah, email it to me, please. Dude, I legitimately like convulsed that I laughed so hard. Like I don't even understand how I could laugh so hard.
Yeah, it'd be so funny if they were the exact same one.
Oh my god, I just found it. Okay. Wait, Dean, do the thing where you can email it from TikTok if you can. If you don't.
I don't have TikTok on my phone anymore.
God.
Deleted it.
Damn.
I mean, I could just play it up to the screen.
No, we're
not
doing that.
Talk about TikTok. Just
yeah, you could. You didn't do your research, Dean.
Dude, I had to reset my Microsoft password, Gmail password, and my Apple ID the same day.
Wow, that like, TikTok that I wait. Oh, is that what you just sent me? Okay, you just sent me TikTok, and I was like, that is not what I tried to download.
And that was like a week after they were like, yo, TikTok is like doing all this shady shit. All in the same day, I had to reset.
That's wild.
Oh man, okay. Let me see if
I put it on my iPad because I don't have anything on my iPad.
Every day my For You page is different, so it's like a different thing every day. Yeah. Like some days it'll be all like little children, some days it'll be teachers, some days it'll be Latinos, some days it'll be like cooking things or crafty things. And it's just always doing that.
iPhones don't get viruses, Manny. Yeah, sometimes my For You page is nothing but cats. And then sometimes it's nothing but like weed.
I went through a farm phase, like at one point. Yeah, there's some like farms that have TikToks, and they'll do TikToks like going to see their animals on the farms.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna milk the cows today, or we're gonna feed.
Or we're gonna go check on like what's his name? This cow. Or there was one where they were moving from their like northern United States farm down to Oklahoma.
Wow.
I watched. Yeah, there was a phase of watching farm TikToks, and I was like, wow, I've really made it to another side of TikTok.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes my For You page is so like, it's like, what is this?
Okay, so let me show you this dude. This dude is so fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, how old is he? Oh, he's 12. I'm not 12.
Legit, that was me, my mother, all the time.
Oh my god.
I'm 11 and
Oh my god.
Death stare.
how many? 2.
That kid's
I'm sorry.
so funny.
Funny.
Oh my god.
I love the relatable ones. They're
My
really good.
Wait, what did you say?
I love the relatable TikToks. And you
Yeah,
can
that is
just
so
watch it and you're like, yep, that was me. Like, yep. I think that's why mine went
I do that.
relatable.
That's the old Vine.
Yeah.
Okay,
God,
so
I
let
miss
me
Vine, dude. But honestly, I haven't spent as much time on an app since Vine.
That's true. Vine did take a lot of time out of.
But like, I find myself spending like the same amount of time on TikTok. Like, it filled that void. You know what I mean? Like, it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah,
When it's funny, when it's just like weird, cringy content, it's like, I don't need to see this. Like,
I don't think that we as a society deserved Vine. Vine was too good for us.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean,
Vine was just too good. I mean, it just came and it went, you know.
Yeah, that is true. It was sad to see it go.
exactly.
I wanted to be a Vine star.
Yeah.
Never made it.
Yeah, no, TikTok is a blessing.
It really is.
I really hope it doesn't get
if it gets banned, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Like,
Dude,
TikTok is the only positive thing I have right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I had she's still my friend. I have a friend, and she had the English. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Someone went and slid into her DMs from India, I think, or from some other country. And they were telling her about TikTok in India. And they were telling her how it already had been started. Why can't I talk right now? It was already starting to get banned in parts of India and parts of, or whatever country they were in.
Right.
And she's like, you guys, this is real. Like, people are banning it. And I'm like, how? Like, what? How? It's the internet.
Yeah, I think India and someone else banned it. Sweden, maybe? I don't remember.
Crazy.
But, yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before it gets banned here, because it's not, because everyone's like, oh well, like every app takes your information. It's like not like the way TikTok's doing it, because it's like memorizing your keystrokes. So if you're putting in your passwords and stuff, but it also will save your information. That's like if you save your passwords and you just like
have it like automatically log in.
Yeah, it saves that information too. So it's like, why would you even need that? Like, I could understand like some information if you're trying to like sell me a product, right?
Yeah.
But like, you don't need my passwords and shit, or like this shit for my email. Like, that's why I deleted it from my phone, because I was like, no.
At this point, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You're right. You're 100% right.
It's just gonna happen. Well, the tail end of my podcast episodes, I bring out the mug of questions.
The mug of questions. Okay.
Yes, I'm working on a jingle for it. Eventually, I will have a jingle. Probably when I make my hosting site transition next year. But it's a mug of questions, and it's a beautiful donut. And
I love the mug.
a little happy
It's the mug of questions.
Thank you so much, Dean. Thank you so much.
Got you.
Boom,
That's
boom.
probably a jingle from something else that I
Probably. I feel like all jingles bounce off of each other anyway.
Yeah.
But anyways, at the end of every episode, I let people pick their question. Clearly, I cannot let you pick your question because you are all the way over there. But I'm going to have you pick a number between 1 and 4, and that's how many I'll draw out before I read your question. So in a way, it's kind of like you're picking your question, and it's still random, and it's not in my hands. It's still technically in your hands.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Ooh, Dean, go first.
All right. So question 1 through 4, Dean.
My guts tell me 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Some ASMR for you guys.
Nice.
4. Okay, Dean, your question is, what's your ideal career? Wow, I forgot to mention our questions sometimes are funny, sometimes they're deep, sometimes they make you think. So, what's your ideal career?
I've kind of sort of landed in my ideal career. I've always been like so fascinated with like aerospace, specifically more in terms of like space travel. But I work with airlines like American Airlines and stuff. And so like just like the inner workings of like a 747 or the what was that big one that they just
motherfucker, you don't know what the plane is called, then you're trying to go into aerospace? Bro, fuck that.
The
Boeing, safe around Dean in a plane.
They just grounded all of them. The one that kept crashing, the AMAX, I think it's called.
The Air Max.
Yeah, they just grounded all of them.
Isn't that a shoe name?
Yeah, I was gonna see if you could catch it.
Yeah,
I think it is actually the Air Max. Yeah, it's the 737 Max.
Yes, that one. They just grounded all of them, and they have like, I mean, you're talking millions upon millions of dollars. And unfortunately, the thing that's wrong with those planes is like hardwired into the plane, so you can't just fix the part.
Well, it's because they lowered the engine, right? Or they raised the engine and it like fucks up the whole plane. There's a video on it on
yeah. So the computer thinks that the plane is crashing, so it like overcompensates.
Forces the plane,
and it won't let the pilots override it, and so it tanks the plane.
Wow.
It thinks it's doing its job, but it's not.
Yeah, so the reason they added that was because they changed the position of the jet. They put a bigger engine, so they had to raise it like on like to be, they're usually under the wing, but they had to raise it to be like on the wing. And because of that, I think it's like they couldn't get enough lift, so they had to like change the program where if the pilot overcompensates, it levels out the plane. But in doing so, it compensates and it causes the planes to just fucking
and so again, you can't just like put in a new part and fix the plane. Like the whole thing structurally won't work. So it's just cool seeing things like that, like on the inside, like and like the interchangeability and like airplane parts and keeping things in the air, or like learning like how much these parts cost, which is
mind-boggling.
Like a toilet seat, I think from the manufacturer are like $1,100.
Do you say a toilet seat?
A toilet seat. And these are things, everything on an airplane has to be replaced after a certain amount of flight hours. It doesn't matter if no one even touched it. It just has to be replaced.
But does that actually happen? Because I feel like you get on a plane and some of them look so outdated. Like I've been on planes where you get on and like this shit looks like it's been here since the 90s.
I mean, hey, it's up to the airline to take the whole thing.
I guess that's valid too.
But yeah, you're talking like and like just the regulations like the FAA has on these airplanes is mind blowing. So wow. I feel like I'm kind of already in my ideal field.
Okay.
Cool. But it would be cool to go into like interstellar aerospace.
Yeah. Fun fact, my mom has a history with NASA.
Really?
She does. She when she was in the Army, she was some type of engineer or something, and somehow she was also, or when she was in college, her history I'm always confused about.
Okay.
But at some point when she was in college, she did aerospace engineering, and she like spent time at one of the NASA centers. And like we even have like her jumpsuit from when she was over there, like still in her closet at the house. But she does have a history with NASA.
One of the I work as a caregiver, and one of my old patients that I no longer work with, his dad was the chief engineer for Boeing when they designed the space station. So his team did like the brunt of like the designing of the actual station. And on my last day, like you go into his office and there's like blueprints, copies, and like all these like NASA flight awards and like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And on my last day, he gave me this coin that is minted from metal that was flown on the Apollo missions, like when they got the recovery crafts or whatever. And the award is given by like the chief of NASA for advancement in human space flight. Like it's like not a lot of people get this award. It's pretty crazy.
That is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what is
Space
this?
is cool. Space is cool.
Ooh, what's
Scary.
my question now?
Oh yeah. Okay. 1 through 4.
3.
One,
Sounds like a nice little stack of questions you got there.
2. Yeah, I was on empty. I don't know if you saw my Instagram stories, but I was on empty and I requested people to write me questions. No one wrote me questions except 2 people. So
admittedly, I was going to, but then I didn't want to end up in a situation where I had to answer my own question.
Okay, you say that now. If we ever, which I'm manifesting it because I like to do repeat episodes to just do life updates. If we ever get to do another episode in person, hopefully, or just again like this, and I have you guys write your own questions to add into this, every time someone says that, my dogs are barking. Every time someone says that, they end up pulling their own question. So luckily, you didn't put any questions in here.
Thank the Lord.
But yeah, that's happened every time. Because I have my guests, whenever I'm in person, write a few questions to throw into the mug.
Oh.
Okay. Zach, your question is, do you dance crazy when no one is looking?
No, I don't dance at all. I have no rhythm. Dean knows this. I have no rhythm.
You don't even do like a
no
dance or anything?
No,
not even a little jig. He doesn't.
What?
No, I don't. I can't. I'm incapable.
I tear up the dance floor.
Dude, Dean really does. It was dirty dancing.
Looking.
Huh?
No, I don't.
You don't even dance when there's literally no one else in the room.
No, not at all.
So
I have no rhythm at all.
Like,
my kid has rhythm. I don't know where she got it from because my wife and I, we just don't. Wait, I want to answer another question. I feel like that was like that was a lame way to end the show. Let me get one more. Give me number 2.
Okay. 1.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't.
That is interesting. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this one kind of to get talking. Would you rather be able to copy and paste in real life or undo in real life?
Oh, undo for sure.
Really?
100%.
Why?
Like, you mean like, so what is the context of that? Like, hey, this iPhone, let me copy it and make a second iPhone?
It can be whatever you want. Like, that's the question. You can take it whichever way you want to take it.
Okay, I think I'd rather be able to undo, because hindsight is 2020. If you eat a food and then you get food poisoning, you're like, well, undo. Or if you're like, should I take this job? And then you take it and it's bad. Undo. Like, undoing, ability to undo your mistakes, amazing.
Okay, here's me playing devil's advocate. What if there's a limitation to how far you can undo?
That's true.
But you didn't say that. You said I could take the question any way I wanted.
You can, and now
there's limitations.
Now there's limitations. I'm being devil's advocate.
Okay, so what is limitations on the copy and paste though?
Copy and paste. See, this one, when I found this question, also I was like trying to think of what my own answer would be, and I was also trying to think of like how copy and paste would be. Would it be like maybe if there's something that you are really like, there's a moment you're really happy about and you just want to keep reliving it, and so you copy it and then paste it later in life when you're feeling not so hot about yourself and you just need to pick me up type situation.
Or it's like, damn, look at that guy's Porsche 911. Copy, paste.
Oh, and then have it for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what if copy and paste becomes a new way to rob?
Yeah.
I would rather still
It's
have
piracy.
undo.
That's internet piracy.
Would you download a car, Dean? Would you fucking download a car?
I would download a car.
I think you technically can because you have a 3D printer.
Oh.
The person still gets to keep their car. I just get a copy of it. They're not hurt.
Yeah. All you gotta do is
I'd rather be able to undo still.
I think I would like to undo as well if I had that option.
Undo ever meeting.
You could copy paste your paycheck.
No, that wouldn't work at all. What are you talking about? You copy paste your paycheck. You can't take two checks that are identical to the bank. They won't cash them. They're the same numbers.
No, but I'm just saying you get paid. You get the cash out. Copy paste the cash.
No, the serial numbers will be the same.
Oh,
you
you're
go to jail.
You're right.
Fucking forgery. The fuck is this guy? I'm going to the FBI.gov right now. Report you to the FBI.
You've reported us already, like what, 3 times on this?
He's a really bad friend.
Wow. Yesterday on our show, Dean
He
said,
would tell you to sing for potato.
Dean said that even if you do something very touching, if you attempt to sacrifice yourself, it does not matter if you survive. And my example was, Dean, what if I jumped in the way of a bullet from an assassin and I survived, and it wouldn't mean anything to Dean, because only if I died would it mean anything to Dean. That's the kind of friend Dean is.
Not what I said. But...
And then after all that, he says, because I said your best friend jumps in front of the bullet, and if you know what he says after all that, listen to what he says. He says, "You're not Corey. Stab me in the heart. I'm out here trying to take."
I'm very upfront that Corey's my best friend. I've known Corey.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
Wow, he just exposed you that way.
Stab me in the back.
Technically. Well, I don't want to say I exposed myself because I don't.
He has exposed himself
by the court again.
Okay, so the last question is for me.
Ooh,
but yeah, I do. Everyone answers a question, and so I'm gonna answer this question. But I also just read it, and I want you guys to answer it as well because I'm intrigued to hear what your responses would be. So it's. If you could go viral for one thing, what would it be? So think on that of every possible scenario. If you could go viral for something and get your 15 minutes of fame,
technically he's went viral.
Yeah, he actually did go viral.
No, but like brand new.
You end up on Ellen and shit viral.
Yeah, like you would end up on mainstream platforms.
I would never want to be viral.
Why not?
Because then some fucking idiot is going to go look back in my tweets from like 10 years ago and
one
find time I said some dumb fucking thing.
Twitter, undo.
We're just going to bring up the undo button in that scenario. Then it's just, yeah. In that scenario, if people are going to pull up all the old shit, then yes, I don't want to go viral either. But if that was taken out of the equation, I would probably want to go viral for like a little snippet of either one of my podcast episodes, just so that I can get more exposure on that end. I would also just want another TikTok to go viral, as in like millions of views and millions of likes.
Yeah.
What about you, Dean?
I would probably say one of my DJ mixes, so I could travel the world playing giant stages, and
that'd be dope.
With other awesome DJs and stuff.
Yeah.
Having my friends jump in my private jet and flying to Tokyo for the night.
Wow.
Okay. Those are the questions, but also I just remembered I didn't ask you guys. I had like this week I wrote down questions I wanted to ask you guys specifically.
Ask me right now. Let's do it. Rapid fire.
Okay. The first question was, these questions are more based off of Collecting Weekly itself, because I wanted to know more about it.
Let's do it.
So what's the origin of Collecting Weekly? Like, how did it all start?
I have always wanted to have a podcast, and I had one in high school that was not very successful. It was called ZGMB, and it was my best friend Miles, and we would just talk about like anything. And maybe 10 episodes, and we kind of like would start it every summer and like forget about it. And in college, freshman year, I tried again to do like a vlog slash podcast, but kind of fizzled like really fast, like less than 5 episodes. And doing collecting, I feel like I have a good perspective on some things because like I know how to paint and I know how to take things apart and put them back together. And I feel like I talk fairly well. So I started it, and it only got maybe like a few plays an episode, and I stopped it after less than like a dozen. And Dean had started listening during that first run, and when I started it back up again, he was still listening, but he started to get involved as far as like joining the show goes, like actually recording. And that stopped after a while. Again, just like didn't really get any traction. And I felt like the community that we are a part of wasn't really ready for something like that because no one really had been doing it but us. So this third time around, again, I started by myself, like really short episodes, like 15, 20 minutes. And after the 4th episode, Dean joined in from that point on. And it became like a network. But that time we got some traction because there's another group of guys, 6 Scale Scavengers, that do a podcast also. And so that has helped the community accept it more now that there's 2 people doing it. And then now there's some of the YouTube people that are in our community have their own podcasts, like Justin, and then PJ has his own podcast, and then 6 Scale Scavengers not broke into, but a few people made their own YouTube channel, their own show, Rogue 16, and then we branched into like 8 different shows. So I just think, like, I guess long story short, I started it, but it needed to find the right time when there could be
perfect for it.
Like the community would be able to accept it.
Okay. A cool story. It was definitely like a
now we're like
I wouldn't let him quit. He kept trying to quit. And I was like, dude, it's a good show. I was like, 1, you have to keep doing it, and 2, you have to be consistent. And I was like, we need to pick a day where this is the day that we put the show up, and so we stuck to Tuesdays.
That's true.
And,
it's very hard, especially when you're starting out. Like I definitely lacked motivation at the beginning when I was like not getting traction, and I just forced myself to be like, no, you can still do it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's hard. It's hard.
I took cues from 2 of my favorite podcasts that were just about sticking to the schedule. And I was like, if these people can do it, they're not doing anything different than we are. In fact, I think what we're doing is harder because they're just hanging out. And, granted, they're comedians and they're hilarious. They're professionally funny. But we're like delivering news and trying to be entertaining at the same time. So I was like, if these guys could do it, I was like, I think we could do it too.
And look at you now. Boom, boom.
Be consistent. Be consistent. So,
I was going to start doing your moves for you.
Yeah, I was like, your audience needs to be able to count on you to be there when they expect you to. So far it's working. So
I mean, y'all are rocking it. My next question for you guys in regards to all of this is, what were you guys doing before you got involved with Collecting Weekly?
Just on the groups, collecting on our own. And we had started a group called 16 San Antonio because we were finding a lot of, because when you're selling these figures, like, they're expensive, right? And so to ship them is expensive because you have to insure it, you get signatures, it's a nightmare. And you might sell something for $200, but like 35 to 40 of that is shipping, so you're losing a big chunk of your sale to shipping and handling. And so we started that group, and it never like really got that big, but it's always been a group that you can sell something pretty quick if you need to and keep most of your money because it's just a local pickup group, And from that, we started getting together, and then we kind of like built like a good group of guys, and then that became the beginning of Collecting Weekly.
Oh, all right.
So we were collecting weekly.
You were and then you made it a thing.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how we got our name. I was like, dude, we're buying shit every week anyway. Usually, there's some weeks where we don't have anything that we've personally bought, but it's even a segment on our show. It's new this week. Like, what'd you get new? Because we're usually moving, buying stuff, like trying to get deals done, hunting down stuff that we really want, like this
Valid.
baby Yoda right here on my shoulder.
I'm
like,
picking up something tomorrow. Actually, I'm super excited.
Zach literally stole this out of someone's cart for me.
It's true. It's crazy.
Goodness.
Because it was like the hot item of the week.
I remember. Yeah, I remember Baby Yoda time.
So, yeah, and it was, that's what we did like every week. And it was like, oh, what'd you get? Like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. And then I was like, we should just make a pod. So
I like it. Okay. 2 more questions for y'all. Technically 1 more, and then the last question is like just to end it off on like a fun note.
Okay.
What started your passion for collecting?
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah. Getting deep here.
You want to think about it and I'll go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So I had always wanted to buy toys like for the longest time, and my ex-fiance would never let me buy a toy. Like she was like, nope, we're not doing that. Because I was already spending a lot of money on magic cards, so maybe that was probably not the best thing to spend more money on a different thing. But I remember when Black Series first came out, that was like, wow, these look awesome, And again, like I just wasn't really allowed to buy them. And when I met my wife, pretty much it wasn't everything like you can't buy them, but I just had other hobbies. And I'd stopped at a Walgreens right before work in Fredericksburg, and in the clearance like section, they had this 3 3/4 Anakin Skywalker figure, which was the same. It's like the shitty version of the one we were talking about before we started recording. And I was like, this is dope. I'm going to buy this. Like, no one's going to tell me no. Like, I'm just not going to tell anybody, and I'm just going to buy it. And I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's a really bad figure, but I remember I didn't buy it right away. I went to work and I thought about it all day. Like, yeah, I'm going to go back. Like, hopefully it's still there. Went back. Of course, it was still there. Probably been there for years. And, my second figure was a Black Series clone trooper with the red stripes, and it just kind of like trickled into like going on toy hunts, and then kind of snowballed into what it is now. But it was just that first figure, like finally, because for years, like I had been roughly keeping up with toys, just like here and there with different YouTubers, and just kind of like enjoying from like secondhand enjoyment. And once I got that first one, I was like, yeah, this is dope. I'm definitely can finally be myself in a way, because my wife was like very accepting, like, oh yeah, whatever. Now maybe not so much, but back then.
For me it's like just something I've always done. I don't know if maybe my mom was an enabler, because I mean they used to buy me like Hot Wheels, Ninja Turtles, but my big love was Star Wars. And we used to go to the flea markets and buy as much Star Wars toys as we could. And I've just like always collected. Even through high school I would collect the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith figures.
Okay.
And then after that I stopped for a long time. I stopped buying toys. And it was like years and years later, I think it was 2014 maybe, a buddy of ours introduced me to this Facebook group called Al Mustache Bin. And I was like, hey, I have like grown-up money, like adult money, and like it's my money. I don't have to ask anybody if I could buy this. I could just buy it. And I just started buying shit that I'd never owned. I was like, I always wanted that, and so I went and found it and I bought it. And just like always had that passion. But it wasn't until I got older that I was like, oh, I could buy it myself. Which,
adulting, boom.
Yeah, adulting. But it's hard too because it's like a lot of this stuff is old. So if you find it, the price is usually really high, or
That's true.
maybe it's just like really you just like can't find it anymore. But luckily, I think companies know that toy collecting is kind of like it's hot right now, and so they're revisiting old cartoons. Like Masters of the Universe got like new toys like maybe like 2 years ago, and they're still pumping them out. GI Joe just launched a 6-inch line, which is crazy because they've always been either really small or really big. So it's kind of cool, like the resurgence of like old toys made anew. Yeah, it's nice. But
cool.
it's expensive.
I don't doubt it. Well, thank you for sharing that. I like hearing kind of the start of or all of it, because listening to y'all's podcast, you can hear the passion and how like invested you are in it.
Oh yeah.
And I just wanted to hear like what sparked all of that in the very like when you were young, or like when you weren't young but like grew into it type of thing.
Yeah. That's a great question.
Thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you. It took me the entire week to plan those questions. In the middle of me working on videos for work, and then me like question, boom, boom, boom.
I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. And then to end it on a high note, I mean that was a high note, but another high note. What is
some shrooms?
Yeah. Let's get the devil's lettuce in here too.
I'm telling you, one day we're gonna do it. We're gonna get together, get a bunch of snacks, some Totino's pizza rolls, and
I'll bring my keto friendly snacks.
Hey,
we'll
do
keto by
weed keto friendly?
Is right? What?
Weed is keto friendly.
Yeah, probably.
I haven't looked into it because I don't do it. So
okay, what is the high note?
What is something new that you tried today or learned today?
Wait, say that one more time.
What is something new that you either tried or learned today?
Ooh, that's a good question. I got to think about that one for a second.
That's a good question.
I'll share mine. So mine, there's a little bit of a story behind it. Back in May, one of our teachers found a tarantula in her classroom. And so we picked up the tarantula, we put it in a temporary home. We spoke to one of the animal managers at the zoo to ask what species it was, like, can we keep this here or do we need to let it go? We found out it was a Texas tan tarantula. I became his mother that day. And then we found him like a 10-gallon tank, converted it to the substrate that he needed, made his little homes. He's very comfortable now. He has like a hole he has dug himself. He gets fed once a week and he's thriving. Today was the first day I learned how to handle him because we saw that he was finally comfortable. So I just hung out with the tarantula like towards my last hour of work in my hands, just chilling and bonding with my tarantula son.
Were you scared at all?
I was not. I was like, I've been mentally preparing myself for the moment to hold him since we got him.
Oh, okay.
And so I think today I was just like, you know what? Let's do it. And so I have a natural tendency to shake. So already trying to like pick him up was rough because I was shaking and everyone's like, why are you so scared? And I'm like, I'm not scared. It's just that's how my hands are. I shake.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But then once he was in my hands, I was so calm and so still. And I was like, okay, everyone needs a pet tarantula because they just got to sit still and they're at peace with everything. So that was my new thing. I tried and I held a tarantula today for the first time.
Very cool. I did not do that. With the whole COVID thing going on, I barely even left the house today, so I don't know if I've learned anything.
Did you watch anything maybe?
Yeah, I mean, just like YouTube videos. I learned that I'm really terrible at Call of Duty.
I could have told you that.
Dude, watching people play professionally, I'm just like, I don't get it.
You should let me play with you one time, and I will make you look like a professional.
No, Zach makes me look like a professional.
Wow, you fucking guy.
Do you play Call of Duty, Eileen?
I have not played it in years, but my brothers, they have Xboxes. They've had Xboxes, PlayStations, whatever it is. And so every once in a while, I've played with them. Again, I have not played, I think, since I was in college.
Oh, wow.
I just know I naturally suck at
Dude,
it. Like,
yeah.
I'm terrible at it.
Apparently so am I, because
yeah,
we played for hours the other day and like we didn't get a single win. And I was like, I watch these professional streamers, they get like 10 wins a day. Like, what are we doing wrong? Probably because we're playing against them. But that's
what
about
about you,
it.
Zach?
I learned 2 things today. I learned how to edit on Audacity because I usually use GarageBand, and my laptop charger died and rip, and I had to, the show still has to be put up, so I was stayed up till like 3 a.m. I mean, Audacity is fairly easy to do.
It's easy, but it's a pain sometimes.
It's, I mean, because really, there's things that should just be intuitive because I'm used to editing on a Mac, and like if you overcrop a clip, you can just drag it to like replace it. That's not on Audacity. So that I did learn to do, how to do that, and I mean it was easy, but it took me like an hour of just like, you know, because we have little drops that we Griffin says Audacity, try Reaper. What is this, 1984? Griffin, when was the last video that you made? We're supposed to be on the stream this week. Next week, you better come on. We're doing After Dark with Griffin. Calling it right now. Yeah, I mean, Audacity was what I had. Like, I wasn't trying to download a new program and learn something completely new at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And the next thing that I learned, let me see, I'm trying to go through my YouTube history because I was looking at a bunch of shit today. I was watching one of my favorite, I think maybe did we talk about this about woodworking earlier? But there's this guy on YouTube, Matthias Wandel, and I watch all his woodworking videos. And so today I was just binging all his shit, and like just basically learning like different types of joints and like why Gorilla Glue sucks at gap filling and all kinds of shit. And then I was googling like, why is wood glue so strong, and like going into that rabbit hole.
Oof.
It was like I think I probably spent, no lie, like 6 hours watching woodworking. And I don't know anything, like I've never worked with wood, like ever. And I just spent a lot of time doing that. And then I watched some Adam Savage, because sometimes like when you do projects, like you just fuck it up and it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah.
And I've had a few of those projects recently. And, you know, there's a video of his that I like to watch every once in a while where he just messes up like a lot. And it's good to see someone that is at that level mess up, because it's like, hey, like that is an okay thing to make a mistake. And so, yeah, I messed up a few things this week, and so I had to like go back and redo them. But it's always
undo.
See, there you go.
Back to that. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
You're right. You sold me on undo.
Yeah.
Undo is just, it's just too good. It's just too good. Yeah,
Well
but
needed.
yeah, seeing someone like him have a mistake is encouraging. So yeah, that was what I learned today.
Nice. Are there any final words you have for my listeners when they hear this? And also if you have anything you want to shout out or promote for them?
No, we're good. Just kidding. Give us a subscription on YouTube. It's youtube.com/collectingweekly. If you want to hear more of us talk. So this is our After Dark show. We're filming Eileen's show on our live show. And so yeah, we do lots of shows. We have a full gamut of things like horror and toy collecting, and we have people from England that produce shows and Dungeons and Dragons. It's all over the place. But we have a good time. We you know, we're on all the major platforms, and you know, give us a listen. You know, like I said, we post like many hours of content a week. So if you have nothing else to listen to, it's definitely a good time.
Yeah, if you like to hear two guys that sound like an old married couple bicker and fight. That's
And it's fun to listen to from the outsider perspective. Like, I'm not a collector, but I still love listening to your podcast because I love the conversation, but also I love just hearing the terminology and me trying to figure out, because I don't watch the video portion. I just listen to the audio.
Yeah.
So it's fun for me sitting in my car trying to picture the toy y'all are talking about in my head, the way y'all describe it, and then I go look for it. I'm like, yep, that's definitely not what I was thinking in my head.
That's fine. Dude, sometimes it's so hard to remember that some people only listen. Because I'll be talking about something for like a minute or two, and then Zach's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. And when we start new shows, like getting people in that mindset, like, hey, it's like a good 50-50 split. Like people listen audio, people listen video. So you gotta meet them somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a good show. You can find us on Instagram. My Instagram is at
high praise.
Zach G ZACKG __. Dean is at Dinomite54.
Yeah.
And Instagram at Collecting Weekly. But yeah, thanks for having us on your show. It was a good little recording.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for having me at your After Dark. This was fun.
Yeah, and if you want to come on again,
I was about to say, I hope I can come back one day again.
Anytime. We
Our
literally
audience loved you.
do After Dark like once or twice a week. So if you're ever bored and it is After Dark, you let us know, and then send me your address. We'll send you some swag because we got branding.
Oh my goodness, my first swag from another brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
You guys, I'm very, very slow at this. Like, I wanted to build naturally.
I think I sent your mom some swag a long time ago.
It's probably in this office, actually.
You can have our beautiful faces on your water bottle.
I mean, actually, they'd be on my laptop because my laptop is my sticker thing.
Hey, same.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah, send me your address. We'll send you some swag.
Okay, sounds good. How fun. Y'all are my first live stream, first swag, first everything. Just, we're not
first weed.
First weed.
First
eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
I'm down to do it. It'll be
But
all
yeah, that's pretty much
we have to have an expert with us.
Once they legalize it, it'll be hilarious.
Oh no, we don't need it to be legal. We streamed things illegally today, so
that's true. We probably have been copyright stricken from all the TikToks we talked about and watched.
That is very true. Well, I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
And I'm Eileen.
That rhymes.
That does.
Yo, that was dope. I cannot wait till the next After Dark.
Yeah.
I really want to thank Zach and Dean for allowing me to join their After Dark live stream. That evening with Collecting Weekly was so much fun, and I look forward to being able to talk with them again one day. And I just want to reiterate, they are awesome. Follow them. Their links are in the podcast description. Check out Collecting Weekly if you're interested, or if you want to know more about what collectibles and Collecting Weekly is all about. Everything will be linked in the description. Follow where you want to follow, listen where you want to listen. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Bye.